Okay, my love. So these cards they're like telling me a story right now. I'm just going to tell you what I see, and it's strongly how I feel. I don't know what happened in your childhood where something has happened where you feel that you have to handle everything by yourself. Very hyper independent, okay? Almost to the point where it's harming you more than it's helping you, okay? You've gotten this hyper independence about you because you've been around too many people who have let you down, and you have just said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. But that's with everything. And it's created this cold, hard exterior. Inside of you, you're sweet and intuitive and nurturing. That's just the truth. When I see Four of Wands and Page of Cups together like this, I just got very nauseous while in your energy too. You're spiritually sick. You've got too much gunk. You need to detox. I'm gonna help you, don't worry. Four of Wands and Page of Cups. You're stable. I really don't think finances are a huge issue with you right now. I think you have a beautiful home. I think you have a great relationship with your son. You may have other kids. I keep seeing these pages and shit come out. But if you don't have other kids, if he's not an only child, or if he is an only child and you don't have other kids, that's your inner child screaming to you. I mean, you've skipped a step and you're trying to bring all this extra baggage with you and not work through what you need to work through, which is you got to go all the way back to the beginning, babe, because you're in a transformative state. You've got to lose everything. You've got to reprogram your brain because there's something that's happened where you feel the need to carry everything. I understand your son's father passed away a long time ago. I understand this relationship you just lost, but you can't handle everything by yourself in that way, energetically speaking. It's coming off as cold and masculine and dominant, but we know that that's not who you are because like I said, I still stand on what I said. You're that bitch. You need to fall into your power and into who you need to be, because right now you're not falling into that. You've tried to skip steps. You've brought in baggage from the past and it's on your soul. So when you say I have dark energy, that's what it is. That's what people are feeling, because you're trying to present as I have it all together, which I think you do a great job at putting on that facade. But I think you've been through a lot of shit and you can't keep acting like you've got it all handled, because right now you're running on like a hamster wheel. And you're overexerting yourself. You're fucking exhausted. And you just keep going. But you just need to stop, put the baggage down, take a deep breath, find out who you are and what makes you happy, and speak to your inner child. What got skipped? What step got skipped? Nurture your inner child. If you don't know how to do that, just sit down for a minute, take a deep breath, close your eyes, and think back to a time when you were a child that you didn't get the love or attention that you needed, or a time when you were really sad as a child. If it was your whole childhood, think back to the time that sticks out the most. And as your adult self right now, who you currently are, picture yourself going to be there with you as a child. You're the adult that's caring for you now. This is needed. If you were scared of the boogeyman and you told your mom you were scared of the boogeyman when you were 4 and she didn't come turn a nightlight on for you or check under your bed for you, and you felt neglected and abandoned and scared and sad and alone, as the adult that you are right now, picture yourself going in that room, sitting on the end of the bed, turning on a nightlight and telling your little baby self everything's going to be okay. I'm here now. And pat your little 4-year-old self on the back and comfort that child the way you would comfort your own child. Be that for you, because maybe you didn't have that. Be that for you. Because there's a step somewhere in your life where no matter how powerful you are, you've hardened your exterior. And then by doing that, like I said, you're already an empath, so you're absorbing everybody's bullshit around you. You absorb everybody's feelings and emotions and actions and how much they've hurt you. You carry it on your soul. It affects you differently. So now you've just got all this gunk. You're like a lint roller. You're just picking up everybody's lint, and it's you don't cleanse it off. The lint is not even sticky anymore. It can't hold anything else. You can't do that to yourself. That's heavy. It's spiritually exhausting. It's physically exhausting. It's mentally and emotionally exhausting. But yet you wake up every day like, no, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine, I'm fine. No, you're not. Cleanse that shit. Heal your inner child. I bet you just by you doing that one step, you're going to understand how you're feeling, because you're probably going to start to feel emotional. You've probably blocked out a lot because you just want to act like you're all together and everything's fine, but it's not fine. Go back to the 18 or 19-year-old you that lost the father of her kid, where you realized, as a teenager, I have to now be a single parent. Go back to that moment where you looked at your little tiny baby and said, you know, you're 5 or 6 or whatever, you know, and or 2, right? If it was 10 years ago, I don't do math very well. Look at that baby and how you felt in that moment when you were still a baby. 18 or 19 is still a baby. Your son's 12 now. That's him in 6 or 7 years. He's a baby, a young teenage child. And go back to that moment and sit with yourself now, 10 years later, and say, I know you're scared, but we made it. I know you're scared, but we got to this point. June 15th could be significant. I know you're scared, but we got here. You're going to be just fine. We made it this far. Your son's amazing. At 12 years old, I'm telling you right now, he's made it at 10 years, and you did just fine as a single mom. Maybe not perfect, but we survived. Don't stress. Take that stress away from your 18 or 19-year-old self, because that's still with you. And take the guilt away from yourself. I mean, unless you murdered the father of your kid, sorry to be so blunt, but that's not your fault. Unless you murdered him, babe, and you were on a snapped episode, take that guilt away that you feel for your son from yourself. You feel guilty for some reason, like you were supposed to save his life, like you were the EMS person. Like you were not the doctor who was supposed to save his life. There's nothing, whatever the case may have been, baby, he's passed on and he's resting in heaven looking down on you. I'm telling you right now, his energy feels calm. His energy feels calm. When I'm in his energy, he feels, if anything, probably concerned about you, and he feels guilty for passing away and not being there for you. But you can't hold that guilt for him. You can't hold that guilt. This is not your fault. You and your son are figuring this out together. It's been 10 years and you're figuring it out together. I speak very blunt when I'm passionate, so if I'm being too forward, I apologize. I do mean this from a place of love, but you can't hold that guilt. And don't parent your son out of guilt. You're being the best mom you know how to be. Yeah, you've probably made mistakes. You're not fucking perfect. Anybody who becomes a single mom suddenly at 18 or 19, there's no way to be a perfectionist. You're flawed and you're growing up too. Y'all had to grow up together. I had my daughter when I was 15, so I tell you, I understand. She's 17 now, and we both made it. We look damn good. Okay? We're flawed as fuck. She's amazing. It's my best friend. Okay? You're doing great. And forgive yourself for any mistake that you've made. You also can't harbor that. You were learning too. Let that shit go. August 8th could be significant. August 9th. Let that shit go. You can't be held responsible or feel guilty for lessons that you had to learn as a child, but he had to come along with you as a child. You had to raise him and raise yourself too. You were young. You were young. So you had to parent both of y'all at the same time, and you feel guilty for that too. You're juggling a lot. You're trying to give him all the things your younger self didn't have, and you can't come up with everything by yourself, and you're freaking out and you're guilty, and don't parent him out of guilt. He knows you're doing a great job. He's a Cancer. Babe, he's a Cancer. To have a Cancer as a child. I mean, I be telling my mama all the time, baby, you are blessed up. We are the most understanding, nurturing, empathetic, sympathetic, connective. I mean, we see things for how they truly are. He knows your heart. He knows your intentions. You could be the biggest, meanest bitch in the world and yell at him all day. And yeah, he'll be sad. September 9th could be significant. But he understands you're doing that not out of anger for him, out of pain from something else. You know, as Cancers, we absorb a lot. We feel a lot. We feel the pain of the world in our souls. I mean, it gets very heavy. You have to start cleansing. You have to start calling your energy back to you. You have to start releasing energy that doesn't belong to you. You need to cut cords with people who are still connected to you, who have no right to be connected to you, who are draining your energy. Every single day, you need to sit down and look in the mirror and just say, I call all my energy back to me that's been scattered about. I call it back to me, cleansed and purified. My energy belongs to me. Please seal my energy. Let it belong to me. And any energy that I've absorbed, because you're a sponge, you're a lint roller, you're a sponge. You're an empty bucket and you absorb water. I mean, you're like a magnet for other people's energy. You have to know that. Not just because you're a Cancer, but your soul is that. I'm telling you. Every single day you need to say, like morning and night, I would start with. Take 5 seconds and do it for yourself. You're going to feel so much better. I used to think I was bipolar. I did not know how to get other people's energy off of me. I thought I was having mood swings. I did not know how to call my energy back to me. It's all scattered about because I'm so loving and giving and nurturing and wanting to connect with everybody. But energetically, that's not healthy. Okay? So I call my energy back to me cleansed and purified. If you want to get more detailed, more specific, more by the book, just get on YouTube, look on TikTok, do your research, get on ChatGPT, whatever you got to do, get a book from the library, whatever you feel you have to do it, say it more structured or whatever, but just by simply saying that, that would help. I call all my energy back to me from every person, place, and thing, whether they've taken it knowingly or unknowingly, whether I've given it knowingly or unknowingly. I call it back to me cleansed and purified. We don't want the dirty energy. We don't want the shit that's been tampered with. We want it cleansed and purified and transmuted. Okay, I call my power back to me. Every time you settled for a man that didn't treat you right, you gave away your power. Every time you accepted something that you knew the truth, but you accepted it even though it was a lie and you pretended to think that it was the truth just to comfort someone else, where you sacrificed your own dignity to comfort someone else. All the times you've people pleased, and when you wanted to say no, but you said yes, you gave your power away. And that's okay, we're learning. But nonetheless, I call all my power back to me, cleansed, purified, and transmuted. I call all my energy back to me, cleansed and purified. I call my blessings back to me, the blessings that you've given away to try to benefit other people. I call those back to me too, cleansed and purified. Any energy that does not belong to me, that I've picked up, whether knowingly or unknowingly, willingly or unwillingly, I release it from me now and I send it back to its original source, cleansed and purified. Wherever it came from, whether I was walking in the grocery store and I picked up 10 personalities, whether I picked up my cashier's stress, whether I picked up my son's stress, whether I picked up my friend's anxiety, whether I picked up my neighbor's anger, because you're an empath, you pick it up, it's like a magnet, I'm telling you. I release any energy that does not belong to me, that does not serve my highest good. I send it all back to its original source, cleansed and purified. Okay, you transmute energy. I don't know if you know that. You're very, very big. You can do energetic work and be a millionaire. I promise that. Once you get this shit down, I swear to God, I don't know if you're a healer necessarily, but you definitely know how to transmute pain for others. Look at my ear and the side of my face turning so fucking hot right now. That's feminine. Either you're talking to yourself very poorly, or someone is really, really talking about you, a woman that has very negative intentions for you. This whole side of myself, this is a scar from surgery, don't mind that. Look at that ear. Look compared to this ear. Do you see the difference? It's on fire. And I strongly feel that you talk to yourself poorly. You may have had a shitty relationship with your mom. Most Cancers do. But most Cancer women do, should I say. Cancer boys love their mama. I wish I had a Cancer son. My God. I have a Taurus, amazing, an Aries son, and an Aquarius daughter. I'm outnumbered in this bitch. But I'm the only water sign, just holding it together. But I'm on fire on the left side. This is either you talking to yourself poorly, or you have a woman that really is not nice to you and really talks about you in an angry way. March 24th could be significant. March 1st, March 28th, August 10th. You've had a lifetime of terrible relationships because, you keep settling when you know that you deserve better. And if you can't find better, then you just need to stop. And that's what Spirit's doing for you, stopping you and taking over. Hold on, she's on the hamster wheel. She's not getting shit done. She's in a flurried situation. She's flustered and she keeps going. But like, they've stopped you. I'm telling you right now. So this Knight of Pentacles, this is already the slowest knight in the deck. This is somebody who just drags ass. I mean, they're very slow and steady wins the race type shit, right? But you're in reverse, babe. They've stopped you completely. And this is Temperance again, Spirit coming through. This is an angel. This is God. This is whoever your guides are, your spirit team, your guardian angels. This is, they know for your soul's growth and evolution, they've got to stop you for a little bit. Because right now you're trying to balance head and heart. You've come out as all the queens, by the way. All 4 queens. Because you're over here. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Queen of Pentacles is the goal. That's the goal. You keep trying to act like you're grounded and put together, but you're not yet. But you have potential to be. That's just the truth. Okay? Queen of Swords is somebody who sees it like it is, and they are not fucking playing. They will cut through that bullshit. They will tell it like it is, and they are a truth teller. That's who you are. You're also somebody who's very nurturing, very psychic, very empathetic, very, very emotional and able to relate to other people's emotions, very kind, very nurturing, very sweet. You're trying to be both of those, but they're stepping on each other's toes right now. So Spirit wants you to stop, go inside your own thoughts, and figure out a way to mesh the two together. Because what happens is when you fall in love with these terrible people, you forget that you're a truth teller, and you start settling for less because you just want to be nurturing, and you start accepting anything. But you don't need to do that. You need to find a way to say, I love you, but I see the truth. I'm going to be truthful with myself, truthful. You're a truth teller. And you're shoving that shit down in you, and you're not being a truth teller, but you're a truth. I'm telling you right now, you're a seer and you're a truth teller. You see everything very clearly. But sometimes out of love and to make other people feel comfortable, and you just not wanting to deal with it, because if you say the truth out loud, then you have to admit it's true, and then you might have to leave somebody that you love, but you're a lover girl at heart, and you try to bring these people along, and you can't keep doing that shit. You've got to be both. I love you and you're full of shit, and let me tell you why. And if you don't fix this, I have to go, because I have self-dignity, and if you can't be what I need you to be, then we got to go. We got to move it around. I'm not going to be settling for this shit anymore. I have self-worth. I value myself. I take pride in who treats me right. That's who I keep with me. And in doing so, you're teaching your son the same thing. Okay? He is such a sweet kid. I want to pull cards on him next. He's so sweet because he's observing you too. He's looking at you too. And I think when you're sad, he comes in and he says very sweet things to you. Page of Cups. That's your little boo right there. He is so cute. He's still coming out as a page. He's very innocent. He's very sweet. He's not stupid. Now, don't let me say innocent, like, because, you know, Cancers, we got our little dark side. He's not. He's far from naive, but he loves his mama. Ooh-wee, he loves his mama, and he's tired of seeing you like this. It makes him sad. He keeps looking like, damn, would she get her shit together? Would she quit acting like she has it all together, but she's really sweet at heart? And she's not really showing that she's vulnerable, and then she's acting tough, and by her acting so tough, she's literally attracting these weak men who want to be nurtured and cared for because she's acting like she has it all together, but then she starts resenting them, and she's a lover girl, she doesn't want to be a truth teller, and it just creates this cycle, and you end up heartbroken every time. Trying to balance the two. It's not going to happen. This Five of Swords in reverse, right? This card typically means like getting manipulated or playing to win, you know, win at all costs, wolf in sheep's clothing. Conniving in reverse is like they stop doing it, or they're more abrupt with their aggression. This is in a neutral position. You're really stifling your own shit, and it's causing passive aggressiveness because you're not being honest. So let's say you have a problem with who you're dating. They made you upset, but you want to nurture them and take care of them. You don't want them to feel uncomfortable. You're avoiding conflict, and so it turns you, but you're so upset about it, and you don't speak on it because you don't want to tell the truth, because you just want to make everybody feel uncomfortable, but you're suppressing that inside yourself, so it's coming out as passive aggressive. So now you're walking around slamming cabinets or making little comments, and it's coming off a little bitchy, but then they're like, oh, you're the bad guy. But instead of you just saying, hey, in the most nurturing, respectful way possible, you're full of shit, let me tell you how you made me feel. Let's talk it through like adults, and let me regulate my emotions with what's going on here, because I'm a truth teller and I'm caring and empathetic. I'm both. I don't have to make a choice. I'm both. I'm blending the two. And that's what keeps me as Queen of Pentacles, so I can stay nurtured, grounded, and centered, and nurturing. Because I can't nurture you if I fucking have secret resentment for you. But you've got to, I mean, you're in the middle of transforming all of this. You're balancing a lot. And so this passive aggressive shit, that leads to a lot of unfinished business, a lot of things not completing out, and they're left unsaid because you don't get to speak your truth. And then by the time the truth comes out, I mean, you've exploded. You have exploded, and there's no room for correction or coming to a resolution, because now you're psychotic and upset and you're lashing out, and now they're like, whoa. Then it takes away what they actually did to you, what you wanted to speak about, because now you're the bad guy. Nobody gets to talk about shit. There's no resolution. Okay? And, you know, that's what it is. And so you've got to just find a way to say, hey, I see the fish in that cup. I'm not going to act like I don't see it and get mad later and be passive aggressive and drink the cup with the fish in it and be mad in front of you and think that you're supposed to pick up what I'm putting down and read between the lines and shit. But there is hope where you don't stab yourself in the back, and then everybody's happy and celebratory, and you can still be, you're a boss by nature, but you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be hard. It's not helping your heart, your sweet little heart. You're very kind. You let people take advantage of you where they feel like they can. And I'm telling you, Spirit has cloaked you. And bitch, don't come near me. I'm under judgment right now because I have not been handling my emotions properly. I have been acting like I have it all together, and then I get mad when people expect me to have it all together. Because deep down inside, I haven't healed my inner child, and I really need to figure that part out. Where I nurture myself and prioritize myself, and I'm honest with myself, and I'm truthful. And then I can get back around to being sweet and not acting tough. Because you are a badass. Like I said, you are that bitch. You really are. It's too convoluted right now. You've got too much going on. I don't even know what the fuck convoluted means. Never used that word in my life. High Priestess. You're being too under the surface right now. You're keeping too much in. You're too private. And you're not thinking inside your own thoughts. You're preventing self-reflection by trying to act like you have it all together. And it's attracting bad relationships. And then it's making you sad and you wondering what happened. But if you would just step into your power and really own who you are and heal, just say, hey, look, I know I'm a bad bitch. I know I'm that bitch. I know I'm a boss. I know I've held it all together. I know I can always get my shit together. I know I can handle it. I know I can succeed. I got all that down. But I don't need to act tough. I need to tell you that you made me sad. I require love. I need this. I need that. Queen of Swords. This is the truth. I promise. And then I can be sweet and be the bad bitch that I am. I hope that makes sense. I really do. 2051, as I am pausing, I do want to come back and do a little section for your son. So let me cleanse, let me get grounded, and then I want to see what's going on with him. And you're going to be just fine. You're amazing. I do need you to know that. You're that bitch. I don't even know a kind way to say it with no cussing. I mean, you're that bitch. You're that girl, because that doesn't even do it justice. Nope. That bitch. You're really that. I mean, you're a boss. You're a boss. Like, you're the Queen of Swords and you're attracting all these juvenile men who barely have any money, who just want to ride your wave, and then you get mad when it happens, but you knew it was going to happen because you're High Priestess and Queen of Swords. And then you put away your truth-telling to be Queen of Cups and nurture them. We won't be doing that anymore. Spirit, put a pause on all that. You're not even approachable right now. Any man that is attracted to you right now at this stage in your life is completely out of his fucking mind, and he's probably a sociopath who has no fear in his heart, because you have a cloak of fear around you right now that nobody should be brave enough to approach. Spirit has put a stop on all that. So if they're approaching you right now, you better not. You should not be getting approached right now. You should be a bitch right now. You should say, no, you just shut all that. The shop is closed until we do the maintenance. Because by the time I heal and by the time we get through all this, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with, baby. The man that is going to come to you is going to be the one that you need. He's going to be a good man, I promise. You won't be dealing with this juvenile shit anymore. You'll be freaked out at how mature he is. You'll be like, what the hell? You won't even know how to have a healthy relationship at this point. You're going to be like, wait, what? He's going to have to be patient with you because, you know, this will be your first time, but he's going to be, because you're getting corrected and redirected for a reason, because he's coming. I'm telling you. So whoever that ex was, let him go. We're not doing that anymore. He's going to come back in, try to apologize. We don't want none of that. Nope. He was the one that, he can thank him. You can thank him because he redirected you. He stopped you. He showed you what it was to just be at your breaking point where you've had just enough. You can't deal with anything else. Thank you for showing me I am officially over this season. Thank you. Thank you for taking it so far, disrespecting me so much that I just understand I can never do this shit again. Thank you. He didn't break your heart at all. You might think that. You might be sad. What you're mourning is the loss of your old self, okay? Because that bitch is about to die. She's dying off slowly. You're half dead right now. You probably feel exhausted. Your body is just transmuting a lot of energy right now. But you can help it along by healing your inner child, by writing down how you feel for real, for being honest with yourself and just saying it for what it really is, and letting go of other people's bullshit, calling your energy back to you, standing in your new power. Don't deny your power to make other people comfortable. You're a bright light. You're a bright light. Be bright. Don't dim yourself. I'm not playing. As cliche as that sounds, you really are that. You're a truth teller. Tell the truth. If it makes people uncomfortable, they're lying anyways. They're hiding too much anyways. You don't need to be around them. You're a truth teller. You're going to make people uncomfortable their whole life because you're the catalyst for change in a lot of people, but you've picked up too much along the way. You need to cleanse, get back centered so you can go back to being grounded and happy. Yeah, it's coming. You're doing great. Let me cleanse real quick. I'll be right back.